not only decrease the cost of accessing space, but we're also able to harness a lot of the resources available in space and to benefit humanity. So I think we're just at a point where we're developing a great group of people who are charging the case and trying to fight this little battle we have, but I think that we will prevail, and hopefully more commercial entities will be able to access space.
I had the opportunity to speak with Harrison Schmitt some weeks ago on his Apollo 17 mission, and he's very much interested in getting more exploration on the moon to mine helium-3 and to set up shop really there. And that's its own effort. I think that travel in space for individuals would be so incredible and life-changing, really life-changing, because you really get that, yes, we're on this thing called the Earth, we're on this planet, and yet we're in outer space, really. It really, I would imagine, is life-changing and puts things in perspective in a way that very few people walk around with. Have you heard that before from people who have gone?
Definitely. Our clients come back and they are very much affected by what they have seen up there. And it's, when you think about space, you think about, the black sky, the complete darkness, but then the light of all the stars. But what they said was the most beautiful image captured in their mind is our planet and how beautiful blue and our oceans and the lands, and that we are the most beautiful thing that in space. That Earth, Anusha Ansari was, she was originally from Iran, and her viewpoints of being able to see no borders, being able to see no war, being able to see, in just seeing the beauty of Earth, and she wanting all the world leaders to be on the International Space Station and sort out their matters so everyone on Earth can enjoy.
Oh my God, that would be incredible.
Yeah, because you can't escape. You're stuck on that space station. So if everyone were to go up there and sort out all the issues, and no one was able to leave until everything was sorted out, that was her. Her problem solving for all the world's problems. But our clients come back and they have an appreciation much more of the environment. They're blasting out of the Earth's atmosphere, and they say how thin that line is of where the ozone layer is, and how you just have that magnification of how fragile Earth is and how gorgeous it is at the same time.
Yeah, I would imagine there's a lot of people in the wow of the whole thing. What is your job with the company? And I know that you're the VP of Communications. What does the VP of Communications do for Space Adventures?
Well, my first and foremost job is to assist our clients in helping them promote whatever their cause is for their mission. So, for instance, Richard Garriott, he flew with us back in 2008, and he is the son of a former NASA astronaut. So Richard was in a very unique position where he was the first second-generation American to fly into space. And he also wanted to show the commercial applications of space exploration. So he actually crystallized some proteins in space. It's known that proteins crystallize in a more pure form in microgravity environment. So he went and did that, and then resold them to a pharmaceutical firm. And so really I was helping him in his endeavor to communicate more about the commercial applications and why it's important for commercial entities to be able to utilize microgravity environments to be able to bring home, again, advancements in technology and in pharmaceuticals and things like that. So really, my main goal is to assist our clients in achieving their goals. But it's also to bring just awareness of our programs that we offer. And
do you want to talk about a couple of them?
Sure. I mean, we've been talking in great detail about our orbital mission, but we also have an entry-level program called Zero Gravity. And zero gravity is a weightless flight experience. So we have a modified Boeing 727 that flies in a parabolic pattern, and if you think of a series of rolling hills or similarly of a roller coaster, and so the airplane flies in the control flight pattern where it is nose high for about 45-degree angle, and as it's coming up over the arc and coming down, you'll be able to experience about 30 seconds of microgravity, whether that's a lunar gravity, Martian gravity, or zero gravity. And in each flight, there's about 15 parabolas flown. That experience is about $5,000, and it's a great way for people who are, space enthusiasts or want to experience weightlessness. It's a great way to, it's the only way to experience weightlessness without actually going into space. And so we've been doing, we acquired this company in 2008, and I think approximately 6,000 people have flown with us and experience the weightlessness. We also offer suborbital spaceflight, which we discussed earlier, where again it's a much lower cost compared to an orbital flight, where you're just touching the Earth and coming back down, and that's on the range of $100,000. And then we have our orbital mission, which is on the range of $35 million to $40 million, depending on your flight profile. And then we have our circumlunar mission, where we're basically retooling the Soyuz transportation system so it's able to basically do a slingshot around the moon, and that's $100 million per seat with 2 seats available.
I love on your site, it talks about corporate promotions and incentives, enhancing the name recognition and grow your business by offering a space flight as a competitive prize. That's really cool. That's quite a prize, isn't it? You're going to space.
Yeah.
And in incentives, impress your employees with spectacular programs designed to boost productivity and enhance teamwork. The incentive would be like a zero gravity flight. Is that what you mean?
Yes, we do have incentive programs where various companies say will bring their, top however many salespeople onto the flight as a way of, to show appreciation for their successful, whatever time period of selling.
Do you find that there's more people coming in to do this than you have the technology or the planes or the space rocketry to do it?
As far as rocketry, yes, but the zero-G plane is something that we can access today. It's chartered for, private groups. It's chartered for organizations, and we also have individual seats that are available in cities throughout the country, throughout the U.S. But as far as, accessing space, yes, we're limited in those seats available, and we definitely have more people waiting than we have seats.
Can we talk for a couple of minutes about the Chinese and the Russian space technology and activities? Are you familiar with them enough to talk about them a little bit with regard to private space ventures? Is it something that they're also offering in their countries?
Well, we offer all of our clients have flown to space on a Russian Soyuz rocket.
Okay.
So NASA does not offer private seats, nor do the Chinese. We have a partnership with the Russians that enable us to purchase a seat on their rocket and provide it to the world marketplace.
Well, it sounds like we may have a wonderful strategic alliance with the Russians, and that's good news. Right? In a world that's very nervous about everything, right?
The U.S. and the Russians have worked very closely with the construction of the International Space Station and various other projects. So that is a partnership that is steeped in commitment to each other.
Probably steeped in the commitment to exploration and discovery as well at the highest level, right?
Yes.
In terms of Eric, your founder, he doesn't come out to the press very much, does he? Or does he do television or radio or anything? Does he do much of that, or is he too busy with what he's doing?
Well, he's very busy, but he also does make himself available to media interviews when his schedule allows.
Gotcha. Well, maybe at some point it would be neat to have him come on as well. Let's talk about Richard Branson. How do space adventures and, let's say, Virgin Galactic differ? Do you know what the distinction is?
Well, Richard Branson is looking to Burt Rutan to construct the vehicle to be able